Now, in my view, this is the wrong perception of the Nigerian youth. The Nigerian youth is hardworking. The Nigerian youth can take up responsibility. The Nigerian youth are ready, but we're not being given the opportunity. And if you're listening to this podcast, if you ask me, can I become a better president than you? I will tell you, yes, I can. I can rule this nation better than you. We all can rule this nation better than you because we have the right ideology and thinking to do so. Can we not? I'm actually tired of in Nigeria when we invite patrons to school and we look at these people as our role models. 2 weeks after the program, we see that EFCC has put them in jail. This is something that has happened in this University of Lagos before. People that we celebrate, people that we regard as mentors, people that we regard as people we can look upon. Just few weeks after we celebrate them, they are put in jail and we are beginning to visit them. The other day we were looking for funds for one of our events and we wrote to a lawyer and a lawyer and they said that he cannot see you now because EFCC is on his name. This is a lawyer, the person that we call a minister in the Temple of Justice. This is not the kind of Nigeria we want. And we can see that in this press conference at the moment, in the University of First Choice, there is no light. And we are conformed to actually adopt a style of dressing as laws men because they see that our dignity is in the way we are here. Is there any dignity in suffering? Because we are put in conditions that are below our standard, and yet this is the University of First Choice. I wonder everybody is celebrating the presidency, but the question is, how do they go about it? Remember, not everybody in the north is in the sect, but when it is 3 northern states, nobody cares. No, nobody cares when it is 3 northern states. The other day, there was some news that Boko Haram had reached Lagos. There was panic everywhere because they feel that they are now closer home. But when they are far away, nobody cares. After all, we don't see them as Nigerian. Now, what I'm saying, in essence, is that there are human beings in these northern states. Their human rights must be respected and safeguarded. I was reading in the National Dailies again about the National Assembly actually suggesting that there should be relief materials for these affected states. There should be. Who is going to effect these policies? Because these people now, their markets cannot open, they cannot move out on the street. In fact, they are locked in. But yet they are human beings, they are not offenders. They are not in the sect. But they are being made to pay for sins they know nothing about. These are issues that we're talking about. So when we make this forum, or we come together, and we're looking at the state of the nation, and we're suggesting that there should be a sovereign national conference, the most repugnant view to it is the idea of the conception sovereign. Because the constitution tells us that sovereignty resides in the people of Nigeria. And the government has actually mistaken that to say that they are representing, they are in their capacity holding sovereignty on our behalf. No, sovereignty still stays with the people.
Let me tell you, today Nigeria is the only place Tony Blair will come and commission a church of billions of dollars or billions of nairas. Tony Blair didn't come to Nigeria to open a factory. If you go to Okwebi today, all the churches, all the factories have been taken over, all the warehouses have been taken over by churches. They have become centers for churches. Where are we getting all this money? Where are we getting all this money? We should ask ourselves. We are all Christians. I'm a Christian and I'm a worker. But indeed, if we are deceiving ourselves, the deceit starts from church. There are about 5 places where opinions are molded. In the home, in the school, in the community, in the church, and even in a political society.
Before I quit the acquaintance, I would love to recite the poem of a late English bishop. He said, I wish I could change the world, but I realized I couldn't change the world. I wish I could change my family, but I realized I couldn't change my family. So what can I change? I need to change myself. So change begins with you. Thank you.
The Nigerian government should know that we are condemning the state of the nation right now, not because we wish to be rebellious, but because we know the future belongs to us. As such, we can't let things continue like this. Some say it is a battle we cannot fight, but at least we voice our opinions. The Nigerian politicians should know that no matter how long they stay in power, they will stay longer out of it. But Mohammed said, if you see an evil, correct with your hand. If not, correct with your mouth, and if not, correct with your mind. And correcting an evil with your mind is the weakest of all.
Chief Oyesola Gani Fawehinmi is a Nigerian activist, not only in Nigeria, an international activist and a lawyer, a philanthropist and a humanitarian. It's someone who I would say the only activist in Nigeria which is impeccable, who has his dignity, who can stand on his feet and is a conscience than the surge of militant government.
So what exactly have we lost by losing Gani Fawehinmi?
What we lost in Nigeria is an irreplaceable gem. We've lost someone that can stand up, that can hear his opinion with dictatorial government. We've lost someone who has acted as a scourge, who has acted as his conscience to the people. We've lost someone who was an activist, who was not only an activist, was an humanitarian, was a rare gem, who was able to stand up and challenge government. That is the person we've lost. And today we as Gani Fawehinmi Chambers from University of Lagos, we've deemed it fit that to do our own quota, we have to honor this man by voicing out our opinion, because that is what society needs. The right time in which we have to tell the world, tell the whole wide world that this is what is happening in Nigeria, that youth are capable of forwarding the chores of this country.
My name's Bright Mbere, Part 2 student of the Faculty of Lagos. We as members of the Gani Fawehinmi Chambers have decided not to let the legacy Gani Fawehinmi portrayed and lived for to die. We have decided to uphold what he stand for while he was alive. So there is hope, because we keep agitating, and we have consciously and unconsciously make sure that we imbibe this culture of Gani Fawehinmi, which he said, and he always keeps saying when he was alive, that stand for what is true and just, even if you're standing alone.
Please.
Okay, my name is Lord Henry Ikunemere, Deputy Chief Juror, Gani Fawehinmi Student Chamber, University of Lagos. Okay, if you really know the man, Chief Gani Fawehinmi, you will find out he was a man that was consistent from day one. He did not start his activism when he became a lawyer. He started right from when he was even in the secondary school, from what we read. So, he did not start his activism to get attention for his own selfish interests. So, he engaged into activism because he sees it as an opportunity to effect a change in the society where he lived in.